The Taranaki Foodies on the Most FM.
We talk about people involved in food and hospitality, and of course, music.
The tastiest show on 100.4 FM.
Proudly brought to you by Salt on the Waterfront.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. Proudly sponsored by Salt Restaurant of Millennium Hotels. It's us, Alina Williams and Warwick Foy, in the studio with the red walls. And we have a dynamic duo today as guests. Jonny Ferguson and Nerissa Hoskin from Simply Divine Cafe. And we have a special honored guest in the studio as well, Lynn Drake, but I'm going to talk about our guests later on. I'm kind of dying to put the first song on because it's one of the diamonds of New Zealand music. It's Slice of Heaven by Dave Dobbin and the Herbs. Let's listen together. Yes, so you bought the cafe seven years ago. Yes.
Yeah.
Were you working in a hospital before?
Yes. Yeah. I've been working in and out of hospo since I was 23. So.
Warwick, what happened with our conditioner? Doesn't it work
Oh,
anymore?
I just thought it was some fresh air.
That's unusual.
Bad idea.
I don't know. We'll see how loud the street. Usually we switch.
Usually it's only us who's hot.
Oh.
I don't know why. I've got menopause.
Yeah, but I mean, it's quite kind of an interesting dynamic that hospo in Taranaki has its own unique flair. A lot of people who worked in one role then become something else, and very often people who own something then return back to the basics and work as chefs or managers in different cafes. So you have hospo experience before?
Yeah, both of us. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we actually met.
Oh, we will leave it for the air, because what we are talking right now can be seen and heard on our Facebook group called Taranaki Foodies, and also later on YouTube and Instagram. But while the song is singing, people can't hear us on air.
Yep.
And on live transmitting through the website. So we're going to leave it for everyone. Some juicy, cheesy stories. I actually didn't understand what this cheesy music meant when a lot of people say that, oh, you put this cheesy music on the Most FM, the Foodies. And then I thought that maybe it's related to food. So they mean cheesy, something like a nice and stretchy. But then I realized the meaning of it, which wasn't really that nice.
Yeah. We'll stay away from we'll keep the cheese on the bread.
Yes, in a burger. Keep the cheese in a burger. That's a good one. You'll probably need to move slightly closer, maybe. Yeah, like that.
Nice.
Because we don't want you to sound a little bit distant.
Okay.
I can get that you're quite a warm person, very tactile. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in a kitchen.
Yeah, that's true.
So before Simply Divine, it was Indian owned or Indian themed or both?
Yeah, so it was Indian owned, and they tried turning it into a curry house,
Oh, yeah.
and that didn't work. They didn't have the market for it. And then
Sunil works for wheat, right?
Sunil bought it and tried to make a salt out of it,
Oh.
and just crashed and burned.
Who's Neil?
Sunil and
Sunil,
Rachel.
Sunil.
Casote, is her name.
What do they do now?
They
No,
both
he's
at
a
WIT,
tutor at WIT.
and
I'm not
she's one of the admins at WIT under
Yeah.
our friend
Yeah.
Angela.
Oh, Angela Ferguson.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
So Ferguson is the same Ferguson as you.
same
know?
Ferguson.
Oh,
We're
so-
all related, all Ferguson.
Oh.
So I worked with I was doing level 5 diploma when Ange was teaching level 2 and 3 at Practical Education.
Oh, he's going back.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's so awesome. Yeah. She's
Yeah,
amazing. I
yeah,
love
definitely.
Angela. She's
Yeah.
so nice.
She's
Very-
cool. She was really cool to work with.
Yeah.
She really hit some
And she
great
kind of
ideas.
comes in, smiles, and then everything kind of relaxes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
She's a survivor at WIT too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's she's highly accomplished.
Yeah, she is.
Mm.
Yeah.
If not her, I don't know who deserves that. I think it's super important to keep people like her within education.
Yeah.
Seems like a real long song.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, I should really keep silent. It's just like I was thinking about a lot of things that I was connecting with Angela, and she was supporting me. Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM. It's us, Alina Williams and Warwick Foy, in the studio with the red walls. And we have an amazing, warm, tactile people in the studio. Jonny Ferguson and Nerissa Hoskin from Simply Divine Cafe. Hello, guys.
Hiya.
Hi there.
So, you are foodies, and you own this beautiful cafe that a lot of people love. How did you meet?
We worked together at Stumblein probably
2010 was when we got together, so probably 2009.
2008,
Somewhere
2009.
around there we started listening.
Don't we love the work romance, don't we?
It's a Hoskin thing.
Yeah, that's right.
We were great friends for a couple of years before anything happened, and then it sort of...
So when people both in the kitchen, one must have one kind of specialty and another one. So who's the baker, who's the cook, who is the savory, who is the sweet?
Nerissa's pretty much handles the sweet.
Okay.
That's her bag. I sort of do savoury, but we can mix it up. It's
Okay.
sort of... We're dynamic. We can sort of chop and change and move around and swap. Sometimes Nerissa will do the hots on the pans. Other times she's doing the salads and toasting and deep frying.
You have chosen a song, Slice of Heaven,
Yes.
which brings us to slices, and you brought a slice today. Nerissa, tell us please, what is the slice you brought?
We've got the custard slice and the cheesecake.
Is that your signature?
I guess somewhat. The cheesecake was Johnny's originally to start with, but after he had his heart attack, I kind of took over the cheesecake role. And
I tried, first time I tried cheesecake was here in New Zealand, and my stepson cooked it with homegrown lemons, and I was just totally taken away. I thought that it is the best food in the world, and I'm going to eat it every day till the end of my life. And then several kilograms later on my waistline, I just decided, no, I'm not going to do it. So I'm just opening a little bit of a family secret right here. My husband, whom I love dearly, loves your cafe, Simply Divine Cafe. We are the first customers every Saturday morning. And if I'm late, he's just standing in the door saying that, are you ready? Get ready. We are going to Simply Divine and other things. Tell us about your secret. Why people are so loyal to you?
yes.
I think the level of care that we put into our food it just comes out on the plate. So my whole concept as a chef, so I've been chefing for well over 20 years. I've worked with some really awesome chefs from Austria, from all over the world, and picked up some really good skills. One of the biggest things I picked up is we've got some of the best ingredients in the world in New Zealand, and there's not a lot you really need to do with them. You just treat them with a bit of care, bit of salt and pepper and the right amount of love, and yeah, people keep coming back.
I'm just looking at your menu. $20 takeout tonight only. So is it similar each? Is that every night or for weekends or?
We play it by ear. So if staff members, because our staff members have got families and commitments, and sometimes think the wheels fall off. So if they need to finish early or we need to finish early, we've had a hectic day, we put it on the takeaway menu. So we're open from 5 till 7, $20, feed the family.
Great
and
price
then,
point, isn't it?
Yeah, and then everybody's happy as well. We're out the door by 7:30, 8 o'clock, and yeah.
So
customers are happy.
this was perhaps yesterday.
Yeah.
Seafood chowder, lamb's fry, bangers and mash, mushroom pesto fettuccine, cheeseburger, gurnard burger, vegetarian burger, steak sandwich, Moroccan salad, Thai beef salad. So a lot of variety, and there's none of those things are disliked by many people, are they? They're all
No.
very popular classics, really.
All about the soul food.
Yeah. So do you do specials?
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
we
What-
do.
Like if you have a hankering to cook something that is your favourite, what would that be?
Well, I've been using a lot of the steak trimmings lately because beef prices have gone up. So
Yeah.
been stewing up steak trimmings, which has been nice. I've got beef stroganoff on at the moment, which is beautiful.
A secret ingredient that you can reveal, or Just the
Actually,
classic
no
style.
secret ingredient. I used a hundreds-year-old recipe actually out of what's called the concise Larousse, and I was actually blown away by the simplicity of it. It was beef, sliced onions, white wine, salt and pepper, marinate it for 24 hours, then just simmer it in some cream, some bay leaves and fresh thyme, and finish it with some sour cream, and it's absolutely stunning.
sour cream is what gives it that tang, eh?
Yeah, that sourness, but the wine as well. So you need to make sure you balance that wine and that cream, which is the important thing. If it's too winey, it's going to be sour and not very nice. But if it's too creamy, then it'll just be rich and heavy, and you're not going to want a lot of it.
Pinch of sugar.
You can use a bit of sugar. It depends. I found I didn't need to. It was perfectly fine the way it was. But if you find that those taste buds aren't, if something's missing, sometimes just a little pinch of sugar in there can actually turn those taste buds.
It's amazing, eh? I've learnt about that recently. Just put it into basically anything and everything that has got either vinegar or some other kind of sour or bitter, not bitter, and it just brings everything up.
So, I mean, it's really good. It's black pepper, and they all have rolls because you've got to turn on the taste buds in your mouth. The better alternative to sugar would be what an Indian sugar called jaggery,
Oh, jaggery, yeah.
which is completely unrefined, and 30 grams or 2 tablespoons of jaggery will provide you with 60% of your daily iron requirements,
Wow.
and it's sugar.
What about in Southeast Asian food? You would use palm sugar. Would you rate that?
Yeah, I would use palm sugar over refined white sugar.
I cooked pickled pork, and I had never cooked it before, and I did it in the pressure cooker, which you might look down your nose, which I respect, but I was in a rush, and I had some vinegar, black peppercorns, bay leaves, what have I missed? Cloves, and sugar, and it just came out just delicious and
Fantastic.
very simple.
Yeah, no, pressure cookers are amazing.
Yeah.
While a lot of people come there because they like to chat to the people who serve, and they're all good chatters.
Oh yeah.
So how do you choose your staff?
Our staff just about choose us, pretty much. I mean, sometimes you can just tell. People just sort of, you just melt. It just works. But yeah, our staff are awesome. They're a huge part of Simply Divine. Without our staff, I mean, we've got some good ideas and we make some beautiful food, but without the friendly faces greeting you and serving, then yeah, I'd like to take my hat off to my staff because they're amazing.
I hope they're listening, because when we went there this morning, they all writing down when they're going to hear us and where. So hopefully they're listening right now. So people are super important, and that's why I'm going to give a little lead up to the next song. For those who are not following us on Facebook, please do, because at the moment we're filming, and you probably can see this beautiful face at the back of the room. And I'm not talking about my husband, who's also quite handsome, but next to him, Lynn Drake, and she's a dear friend, and we actually caught up recently at Simply Divine with her husband and mine, and it was really nice. And she is an amazing lady, so community conscious, and her parties are amazing, and she's so kind. So she had chosen the second song for us, and it is devoted to her son, Mark Bevan. Can we listen together now?
Such a great stuff. What are your business hours? I'll try to get in there.
Monday to Friday, 9:30 till 2, and then we reopen at 5 till whenever it gets quiet.
But
Get people outdoors.
that closing time can be a little bit wishy-washy. Like if it's super quiet,
You just
we'll
close.
just
Yes.
pull the pin.
That's very Kiwi and it's very common sense because I mean, who needs to sit for 5:00 if you know that at 4:30 there is no happen and you pay for people who stay there, which is kind of doesn't make sense at
Yeah,
all.
Totally. Oh, when we first opened, we'd stay open all the way
Yeah,
through.
we go through till like
Oh.
4:30 during the week, and it just wasn't worth it.
That's
So
crazy.
Why throw money away?
Customers would wake us up on the couch.
Yeah.
We'd
Have a
fall
meal
asleep on a
plans.
Friday or Saturday.
You look fit and healthy. What happened to your heart?
I was actually just stressing
Stress.
out. And
Was it work related?
Stress.
yeah, work for sure. Like, as I said, like I've worked under some brilliant chefs. So when we first opened, it was my kitchen, my baby, this way or no way, and I was there for everything. So, and yeah, it was just really poor diet and stress.
That's what they say about chefs. They cook beautiful food, but they don't actually eat it. And after the shift, they go to the McDonald's or somewhere else
Make your toasted sandwich.
because they can't really stay even a second more in the kitchen because they have to do something else rather than
And
actually
I
eat.
guess when you're cooking all the time, you don't want to cook for yourself. You just want to.
And it doesn't
Something easy.
matter. It doesn't matter whether it's lobster tail or chicken tenders. Yeah, it's just fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was drinking like 2 Red Bulls a day,
I know.
smoking 30 cigarettes. I wouldn't eat properly, or I'd eat out of the deep fryer, then I'd go home and I'd decide I'm hungry at 11:30 at night and smash a packet of chocolate biscuits and some lollies. So, yeah, my insulin levels and my blood sugar was just... It was
Victoria,
just...
would you
So
like
when did
to
you have
cut
your
and
heart
try the food, please?
And that was November 2019.
Yeah, so it was... That
So-
only lasted a few months.
And did you? And you've obviously changed all of that.
Yeah, I have. So my sugar consumption I've really sort of tried to knock that on the head. I don't drink energy drinks anymore. I've stopped smoking cigarettes, which is only sort of the last 3 months, but still nonetheless. And I try not to eat out of the deep fryer all the time.
Yeah, it's probably hard because it's there.
It was just so quick, easy and convenient. I've just got no time. I can just chuck that in, walk away, pull it out, put some salt on it and smash it while I'm working. So.
My neighbour is younger than me, 50. I'm 57 tomorrow. He's 56 the next day. Heart attack on Thursday. Woke up. I saw the ambulance got it. And he's at Waikato, so his family can't visit him.
Yeah, well, I just had heartburn. I thought I had heartburn until it started going down my arm. And I was like, oh, that's weird.
Not good.
I said to Nerissa, she's like, just go and sit down and have a smoke. Give the doctor a call.
I should say that.
You'll be right.
Good advice.
And so,
Fine.
but I did. I went into the shed and had a smoke and called the doctor. And they said, oh, yeah, no, you better come up and jump on the ECG. We'll have a look. So I drove myself to the doctor.
Oh, you drove yourself?
Yeah. And then sat in the waiting room for 5 minutes or so till the nurse wasn't busy. Jumped on the ECG and the first 50 mil of it came out, and that was it. It was panic
So
stations.
it showed that your heart was doing what?
I couldn't tell you, but yeah, it wasn't playing the game. One of my arteries was 98% blocked.
So stent.
Would you like me to
My
put something
neighbour
on
said-
your table? On
Yeah,
the plate?
not the sweet pea. I love this looking sausage roller.
It's obviously handmade, you know.
Yes.
The ones that you see in the freezer in the supermarket, they look like very, very poor relative of someone,
Yeah.
of a millionaire.
Yeah. For sure.
Is this one about to finish?
And we'll devote that excellent song by Billy Idol and a brilliant solo by Steve Stevens to Mark Bevan.
Wonderful. Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on the Most FM. It's us, Alina Williams and Warwick Foy. trying the tastiest food in Taranaki, and as foodies, we absolutely enjoy it. So today we have a privilege of trying 3 dishes. One is savory and 2 of them are sweet, and I would like Nerissa to explain what she brought in the studio today. Or maybe Jonny, whoever.
So we have the raspberry and lemon curd cheesecake. So the cheesecake varies every time I make one. It could be anything from French toast, which has bacon in it, to
Ooh.
something plain and simple, like a berry one.
French toast cheesecake.
French toast cheesecake.
That sounds very, very creative. Oh my gosh, I'm actually dying to see it because it's my imagination go AI.
I will make one for next weekend when you come out on Saturday. And then we've got the custard slice. So that recipe was one that my dad adapted when he was working for us at the CAF before he passed away. And so I've taken on that one, and that's the custard slice. And
She's nailed it.
Mm.
The custard's just perfect.
slightly changed the recipe a bit, but that's still the same. And then we've got the potato, cheese, and bacon sausage rolls, which
Ooh.
fly up. the
It
cafe.
smells really, really nice because sometimes you smell kind of I don't know, something like a burger meat. You know, the cheap burger meat when you cut the whatever it's called. Yeah, but this one smells real pork, and you said potatoes in it. It's
Yep.
pork? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Potato, cheese, bacon.
I want
Nice.
second.
It is. It's Warwick's birthday. For those who don't know, Warwick's birthday tomorrow, so that's why he's allowed to eat the second helping of the food that we got today. Okay, so who develops the recipes? How do you treat the new recipes? How do you come upon new recipes? What is your inspiration behind your food?
That's a good question.
That's my question. Recipes, well, I've been cooking for long enough now that I really understand what I'm doing. I've been taught by some fantastic chefs. Johann Churchendale was one of my favourite chefs to work under, and he was a Austrian.
Was it
man.
here in Taranaki?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I worked and then learned under him. So I worked with him at Practical Education. And so I was the sous chef of Albert's restaurant for Practical Education for a couple of years. So I was really lucky in the fact that I actually got to work under quite a number of international chefs. And so recipes just comes down to understanding what works. Like, everybody knows what soul food is, really. I mean, sort of, it feels good, it tastes good, it's sort of, and it just comes naturally.
This is Mikaide back on air, doing another review. I'd like to start off with what I tried first with the sausage roll. I must say it was a really, really creative idea, and it was a really great idea for having cheese, bacon, and potato. Some really, really nice savory flavors, and if I can, I might try buy me one again or something. Then next up we'll go with the cheesecake, which was absolutely fantastic because I just love cheesecake. So I rate what I tried today was a really 9.9 out of 10.
Awesome, thanks, man.
There's not much I can add to that excellent review shot, Mikaide, but I will say I've had 2 helpings out of that sausage roll. It's spectacular. I would have 3 if I wasn't having my birthday dinner.
Wow, it's the first time I've heard 9.9. Yeah, so obviously you've done it. Yes, but I mean, food is very often is about opinion, but there are certain things, like universal things, that it has to be clean, it has to be palatable, it has to be balanced, and someone who works in hospital for a long time knows how to balance stuff, as you explained before. Sweet things goes with the acidic things, and vice versa. Salty goes with some other stuff. So I guess we all kind of go intuitively to what people around us like. For example, I really like salty food, as you know about the bacon today.
Yes.
But I don't add salt because I know that for males it's one of the most common reason for heart attacks. So yes, I use very, very little salt at home and only when I have to. But when I add it to my plate, I just put a lot of it. So I think it's just like food is so intentional. And when we want to please people, to celebrate something, to event, we just make something absolutely amazing. And it's like art, it's like music, because music is a short-lived, only when we hear it, right? The same as food. You can look at it, you can consume it, you can remember it, but at the same time, this is a very long-lived memory, but short-lived art. So I just compliment you as artists of a good soul food, kind of a Kiwi classics, I'd say. So thank you so much for being that.
Thank you.
I think it's a really good time to listen to the third song that guys had chosen for us, and it's also a cooking song. I would call it Melting Pot, One Step Away, another Kiwi classic. Well done. Everyone loved your food. How about you, Lynn? Did you like the food?
I'm going to go everywhere.
So
You're
some
most
people
welcome.
come for a breakfast or lunch, and some people
Yes.
come for dinner. What is your demographics? What's your...
Most people come for breakfast, lunch. We do have a small dinner service.
But you're not kind of growing it. Your
Nah.
breakfast and lunch, your main thing.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will be too expensive, right?
Yeah, well, it's sort of, you don't want to stretch yourself so thin that you're losing your quality as
Yeah.
well, which will happen. I'd rather please 50 people well than stretch myself out to 100 and leave them all partially disappointed.
That's very, very wise marketing. Okay, so after we listen to the song, it's really good for you to announce something, maybe your hours, how to order from you if you have this channel, or whatever you want following yourself. So this will be the last thing that we do.
I can't find your brunch menu.
It'll just be breakfast.
Oh.
Breakfast,
Oh, sorry, breakfast.
Yeah.
So my question I always ask cafe chefs and owners: do you do half eggs Benedict?
Yes.
with salmon? Excellent.
And we make our own rosties, which are awesome. They're crunchy, delicious.
Because I don't
Yes.
want to have a heart attack.
No.
And they serve up this, I'm like, I don't mind paying. I don't. It's not about the cost. I don't want that much food, please.
Yeah.
So
And also the roaster, I think it's super important because when it comes again from the freezer department, it's just like, it's so sad, basically.
look at these cakes.
Unfortunately, we've had to go to the freezer ones every once in a while.
Oh, every now and
Sold
then
out
if we
the
get
other ones.
ham. Probably
Do you
Mother's
make
Day
cakes?
will-
Because we Warwick opened up the cakes part of it, or do people
The
bring their own
cakes.
cakes?
Nerissa sort of wants to back off on
No,
that.
she doesn't want to make
I
cakes.
will make them. I do make them, but
I've also found a photo of Tim Busby,
Yeah.
yeah,
which is not his real name,
as far as I know, it is.
Okay, he uses another name when he used to write to the paper then. Is he still around?
Yeah, his parents come in most Friday nights for dinner. if we're
Oh,
not
Tim,
doing
sorry, I'm talking about his dad. Yeah, his dad.
Oh.
What's his dad's name?
that.
George.
George.
Marlene and George.
And are they healthy? Because I heard a
Yes.
rumour that she wasn't.
No,
Yes.
Marlene's fine.
So it's,
Lots of fluffies.
the youngest one is not Tim, it's Tom, I think.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story about them in a minute.
Tom and Simon.
We're on air, remember.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to ask you about your sausages.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
Is he still brewing?
Nah.
He's mentioned New Zealand music, man.
Oh, can you? Welcome back to Taranaki Foodies, the tastiest food show on 100.4 FM, proudly sponsored by Salt Restaurant of Millennium Hotel. And we are celebrating New Zealand Music Month by having amazing guests in the studio who had chosen New Zealand music, and it's Jonny Ferguson and Nerissa Hoskin from Simply Divine Cafe. We just tried their food. Everyone was in awe. And I have a question for them. We're actually supposed to finish our show, but I don't want to. So one of the reasons that the boys usually come with to your cafe is just the sausages you have. They're huge, and it's just like a numerous amount of jokes I made in a cafe about your sausages, but they are huge. Like, tell us about your sausages.
Sure, I'll tell you about the sausage. So, it's not actually that big. It's only 5 inches.
Oh, I'll add it to my
Sometimes we
jokes.
get to
I'll
the
probably
sexy
add it to my stand-up comedy.
No, they are locally sourced sausages by Morrison's Butchery.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and they just make a wonderful product.
Does he sell them in the Kiwi Butcher?
So that's
Sorry.
Steve's
Does he
running.
sell them in the Kiwi Butcher?
Steve's sort of running the Kiwi Butcher department, so that's
Oh.
all Steve
Oh.
stuff. But Steve also makes it a wonderful
does.
product.
Yep.
He really does.
So who's Morrison's? Is that a brother?
Yeah, I think it's just in the family.
Oh, yeah. They
It's
go
the
back.
same
They go
thing.
back a
Yeah,
long way.
They
the
go
butchery.
back a very long way. So, yeah, I always like Pete. Pete's sausages were the best, but Steve does a pretty good job.
So when I first turned up to your cafe, and I just came my normal self-consumed self. So I came to the and I said, "Can I please have gluten-free something?" And I've got a look. So since then, you developed actually a gluten-free menu. I've noticed you deliver every time something on a gluten-free bread, or you offer me a salad with no gluten-free, with no gluten added product. So well done, you. I really appreciate it.
Yes, we try and accommodate that sort of, yeah, because there are allergens. Yeah, I mean, we certainly couldn't claim to be a celiac safe kitchen, but we can offer gluten-free alternatives or exclude gluten from our menu items.
I'm not celiac. I wouldn't die, but I like to be fancy. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for coming to the studio and just sharing your experience and kind of your ethos of your cafe and your
Thanks for
warmth.
having us.
Is there something you would like to tell the listeners about your cafe?
Everybody's welcome. we will not discriminate in any way. It's always best to book, to be honest. If you book, you know you're going to get a table and you're going to get a car park, because sometimes our car park can be absolutely chocker. And then, but luckily the petrol station across the road, so they don't mind if you park on the other side of their petrol station.
I'm going to do that. Sounds good. So the next song, there's a trivia question for you. It's a split end song, and it was released in Australia on the album Corroboree. Does anyone in the room know what it was released as in New Zealand? Begins with W.
No.
I'm looking at you, young fella.
Oh,
Waiata.
He's too young.
Waiata.
good one.
And it's a classic song. It's One Step Ahead by Split Ends, and we'll let Olena sign off, but stick around for moments of happiness with myself and Michael Donaldson at 4:50, and you can sign off.
Thank you, everyone who contributed to our show today. It was Alina Williams and Warwick Foy with Taranaki Foodies, and we had amazing guests, Jonny Ferguson and Nerissa Hoskin from Simply Divine Cafe, and we played a special tribute to Mark Bevan today. Bye-bye, my gourmetarians. See you online and next Saturday at 4 p.m. Thank you